Even ranchers, who pride themselves on their autonomy, are still a few steps from food independence. The infrastructure surrounding beef has developed to the point where even they purchase most of the food they eat and sell almost all of the beef they produce. Even so, ranching tends to be more independent than our other food industries.
Beef production in the United States is complex. The consumer thinks that beef comes from a package in the supermarket that the supermarket gets from a large corporation. And that's partly true. But the truth is that beef is produced by family farms all over the United States on range and pasture land, and then those calves may go into a feedlot and enter the corporate production process.
A lot of the western rangelands in the United States are family owned, and they've been passed on for generation to generation.
It becomes part of the family. They develop a relationship with their landscape. It's true that these families are supplying a needed product, but like the Mongolians, they sometimes pause just to admire the landscape. Roping may be a rodeo sport, but it still maintains its roots in the spring branding of calves. For many ranch families, branding has become a traditional event. One of the best ropers this year was Carrie Hermans.
Cows have sounds that they make and the smell that they smell like, and I could see my husband talking with our neighbor, and it was just a really nice, kind of almost peaceful scene to be a part of.
Just got a little graze on the nose by a little calf.
And then you vaccinate them so that they hopefully don't get certain diseases that calves are prone to get. And then you castrate the bull calves so that they're steers, because you don't want a bunch of bull calves in your herd. I mean, branding is hopefully something that you look forward to, and you see your neighbors and you have a good time, and hopefully it's a nice warm sunny day like today, and it's a fun event that people look forward to. Well, most ranchers, if they're if they're any good, know their animals by just looking at them. They can tell if they're an old or young or sick or healthy, or they may not have a name for each animal, but you know your animals. We'll start in January. So you're feeding the cows hay, and then they calve through the middle of April. And then we go to our Forest Service allotment, which is a higher elevation. And while they're gone, we grow hay in the fields that they live in all winter. Then we gather them in the fall, like around September, and sell the calves. Then we start feeding the cows the hay, usually around December 1st, that we grew all summer, and start the whole cycle again.
These family ranches and farms may have struck a balance between the land they steward and the food they produce, but they haven't found a way to survive in the current era of regulation. Costs continue to increase while prices stay flat, and the current economic situation offers little promise.
Then now there's been a leveling off again, and it's almost like the problem that happens on that is that there needs to be another jump to account for increased fuel cost and also increased regulatory costs and just increased costs of production.
Roger Ingram is a farm advisor for Placer County in California. The increasing costs and regulations worry him, but he's taken note of an even larger problem looming on the horizon.
Cattle producers, livestock producers are 65 years of age or older. I know that this year I went to 2 funerals. Well, actually there were 3 funerals that almost were like in August, about a week apart.
The kids who were raised in it have not come back and have gone on to, urban areas and cities. And so a lot of, the ranching farming population is an older population. And so I guess, when they become unable to farm, they'll probably end up selling it as as a retirement because no one is left to take it over. Well, I hope to teach my kids from, being raised in a ranching lifestyle, the value of hard work and, be tough individuals that don't give up when the first thing goes wrong. The best part about it is that it's a business that you can do with your kids